Okay. Um, let's write a basic program in OpenGL. First, let me give you an introduction to OpenGL. And OpenGL is basically a set of C libraries, GL, GLUT, and GLU. GL is used for modeling, lighting, and clipping, etc. And GLU is used for building basic polygon primitives like, let's say, a cube or a plane or something. And GLUT is used for windowing and interaction. So let's get started, and let me make a main function. Okay, and I need to include the headers. Let me just remove this constant modifier. Okay, and what we do to create windows is we first initialize Glut, we create the window, then we specify a display function, and then we enter the main loop which calls a display function and any other function which, let's say, we have defined. So let's initialize Glut. So we pass in two parameters. The first parameter indicates the command line arguments, the number of command line arguments, and the second parameter indicates the command line arguments themselves. And we can just go ahead and create the window. Let's say it's window interaction, and then we specify a display function. We haven't created the function yet, but let's go ahead and create it. Okay, we have created a function now, and now we can just enter the main loop. And now you have to fill in the display function. So what we can fill in the display function is, let's say we want to clear this screen, we call it GL clear and pass in an enum. You're going to be passing an enum that indicates the color buffer which is ready for editing. And now we can just clear the buffer by calling GL flush. Okay, now we have a basic Glut application. Let's build it, and I'll change the build system to run. And on building it, we get a basic window. Okay, and okay, so now let's see if we can, I don't know, pass in a few settings to the window. Let's say we want it to be about 500 by 500. Okay, now let's build. Sorry, let me just change my build system. Okay, build, and once again. Yeah, now we have a bigger window. It's 500 by 500, and this was the older window, so you can see the difference. And well, we can also, okay, oh yeah, we can also specify a color for a window. And let's do that inside another function because it's like an initialization function. Word, let's call it, I don't know, minute, and GL clear. Yeah, there we go. And if I want this to be cyan, so I'm going to be passing in values to green and blue because on subtracting red from white light you get cyan. Uh, and the transparency is going to be 100%. And it's just cleared up there. Oh yeah, we have to compare it once. Now we have built it, now let's run it. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a cyan window. And um now let's try to create a triangle. Okay, and now we're going to be doing this inside a display function. We're going to be using GL begin, which is used to create, let's say, a polygon or something. We can pass in an enum which indicates, let's say, some kind of object, and every GL begin is followed by a GL end. So we're going to call that function also. And I'm going to be using a quick feature for yeah, there we go. And need to pass in values. Well, we could have clipped this so that more of the screen is displayed, but it's okay. And first, we want this to be minus 0.5 on the x. Oh yeah, by the way, the origin of, let's say, of this is in the middle. So minus 0.5 on the x would be towards the left. Yeah. Minus 0.5 and minus 0. Let's say this one is 0.5 and 1. I have experimented with these values before, so by the way, one would be on the edge of the screen, so it should be too much. And since the x value is on 0.0, this point would be on the y-axis. Okay, and set the build system to OpenGL, and let's do a build. And we have no errors, so let's run. There we go, we have a triangle with a cyan screen. Now we could also fill in color. Okay, it looks like yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we want the red value to be, let's say, I don't know, 1.0. Oh shit. Fine, let's do a build of this. And there we go. Okay, so now it's entirely red. However, we could also fill in blue and green. Let's just change these values to 0.0 and 1.0. So that makes it blue. Make this 0.0. Make this one 1.0. Once again, changing build systems. OpenGL. Do a build. And run this. Yeah. And well, now you can see we have an RGB triangle. We have blue, red, green. We have a little bit of cyan here. We have a little bit of magenta, and also we have yellow here. Also, there's a little black in the middle formed by all of these. Well, if you want to test the opposite out, you can do the same thing. Make this 0. Changing build system. Okay, now we have a slightly weird thing over here. So we have a little bit of cyan. Sorry, we have a little blue here, some yellow here, magenta, green, cyan, and you can see this looks a little lighter than the other figure. There's some white over here. I'm not sure if you can see this on the screen recording, but it's there. This way. Okay, that's it for your first OpenGL tutorial. Now, goodbye.